Hello and welcome to another episode of Laptop Retrospective. And if you saw this for the very first time at a distance, you would be forgiven for thinking that this is some kind of computer. But in actual fact, it is not. This is a mobile monitor by Mobile Monitor Technologies, and it's called the FMP154A. And this was released in, I believe, January of 2011 and unveiled at the CES of that year. And what it is a 15.4 inch 1280 by 800 display and has a couple of additional features that we're going to go over right away. The first thing that we should probably talk about are the ports and functionality. So on this side here we have the power in and then the USB plug that will plug this into whatever computer we're going to hook it up to. Over here we have a power button that will illuminate once powered. On the back, we have a Kensington lock slot. And then on this side, we have two USB pass-throughs as well as a rocker for brightness. And then when we open this up on the inside, we have a bit of a surprise. So the latch folds down, and then we can open it up to reveal the display up here, but then a numpad over here. So you could have this set up beside your laptop and have access to a numpad if it doesn't have it. The other way to use this, of course, is in its stand configuration by spinning this around, folding this down, and then on the back here, we have ourselves all of the different mounting options. So we have three places where this could be set up for a wall mount with screws. We do have an additional Kensington lock slot on the back. And then, of course, we have a kickstand. So the monitor can be put at a variety of different angles if that's the only part of this that you're going to use. And it's quite stiff, so you can have it at a variety of different configurations and positions without having to worry about it tipping over. So let's see if the thing still works. All right, and with a bit of troubleshooting, I did get it to work. So here was the issue that I ran into. So I will just move things around here a bit. So when I plugged the monitor in here, it said that it found a USB generic hub first, and then about 3 minutes later, it finally said USB monitor. And once it said that it was ready to use on this, I went into Device Manager and found it in the unknown devices. I then told Windows to automatically search for a driver update, which, let's be real, 99% of the time never works. And this is the 1% time it did. So as you can see, we have this display presenting nicely over here. And then we have our monitor over here. And obviously, if you're intending to use the numpad, you're probably going to have it set up in such a configuration as we see here. But then, of course, if you want to have a more mobile setup or just a different configuration, you can obviously rotate the screen. And because of how the stand is configured, and I think this is actually a bit a clever workaround, you can just simply do this, and you never have to worry about screen rotation, buttons, or software, or anything like that. And if you've seen some of the older tablets that I've featured on this channel before, you'll know that that can be an issue where you'll have hardware buttons at the bottom, you press them and they don't do anything anymore because the software package has been depreciated many, many years ago. So for a bulky piece of equipment, although it is fairly well built, if you found one on the cheap, I would say that there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, so long as it comes with the external power supply. That is obviously a downside to something like a USB Type-C monitor that usually will draw its power from the computer, but not always. So there's not really a whole lot else to talk about, but this is kind of a nice diamond in the rough, if you will. If you are looking for a USB display port powered DisplayLink style monitor, there is nothing wrong with it. It's fairly bright, as you can see here, especially compared against the ThinkPad display. And that is maximum brightness. And then, of course, we can turn that down to a minimum. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the quick look at this device. It came across my desk. I thought it was pretty neat, and I wanted to share it with you. If you want to be notified when I feature another portable monitor, new or old, make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. And speaking of subscribing, there are 4 ways that you can definitely help. If you like the video, share, subscribe like I mentioned, and hit that notification bell, because if the bell isn't dinged, then you may or may not find out when I release a new video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.